Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the next question. So this question belongs to GATE CSE 2015 set 3 question 47 guys. Okay, yes. So let us start. So the question is, consider the following C code. Okay, so here they gave the C code. Okay, so they are asking the number of times print statements is executed. So basically in the whole code, where are print statements guys? So here we are having one print statement, here we are having one print statement, here we are having one print statement. So basically how many times in total printf is executed? So that is the question. Okay, so before going to this question, you should have some clear clarity about the switch statement guys. So what is a switch statement guys? So when you are having multiple options, if you are selecting a particular option among them, we will use the switch option. Basically like if you are having a calculator which is having a plus, minus, into and division. So at any moment of time, how many operations you will do guys? So any one. If there are two numbers, you may add them, you may multiply them, you may subtract them or you may divide them. But you are not going to do this number minus plus this number, right? So that is the reason why here there will be only one option selection. So in those situations, you will use the switch case guys. Okay, so how exactly switch case looks is inside switch you will have an option. So this is the value. So basically here what is I plus k? So that might be 1, that might be 2, that might be 3. So if it is a not 1 or not 2 or not 3, then you will execute the default case. Got it? Got the structure, right? Yes. So the structure of this part will be, it will be case, the value or the key, colon, the execution steps, and at the end you should write break guys. So the main reason why we write break is, so as that statements have been executed, so there is no need to check the next statement. So that is what you are saying with the help of break. Okay, so the major advantage or disadvantage, I don't know what you can call, but if you don't write break, what will exactly happen is, so if you are having a case 1 in the next step and if it is having 1000 lines, so whenever case 1 has been executed, as there is no break, all the lines after this will execute guys. So that is a major issue, I can say. I will be calling it as disadvantage, but few might be saying it is a good thing because we are here forced to write break. So we will be having some knowledge. So in that way, so basically that is the issue. So that is what here it is, here they are using and they are trying to confuse us guys. Got it? Yes. So here if you observe, there is no break statement guys. Okay. Yes. So now let us analyze the code. Got it? Yes. So let us start. Okay. So the question is, int main. Okay, so this line is done, this line is done, this line is done. So we are having three variables I, j and k. Okay, so I, j and k. So all the values are initially initialized to 0. That's really good. Okay, so now you are doing a huge mathematical equation if you ask me, right? Yes. So it is a 2 into 3 by 4 plus a 2.0 by 5 plus a 8 by 5. Okay, so now I want everyone to take a small pause and try to solve it guys. Okay, yes. Okay, so anyway, let us write it clearly. So basically, I think everyone knows about precedences, right? Yes. So what is the precedence of a star and division, guys? So both of them is equal. If they are equal, you will go from left to right, right? So let us try to form brackets for this so that it will be easy for our calculation. So it is nothing but 2 into 3 will be solved first. After that, you will divide by 4. Okay. So after that, you will do this division and this division separately. So it is nothing but 2.0 by 5. Okay, and 8 by 5. Okay, so once these parts are done, you will add these two first. Okay, then you will add these two next. Got it? Yes. So now everyone can solve, right? So now you got an idea, right? Yes. So now what shall we do? So let us start solving the value. Okay, so that is nothing but 2 into 3 is nothing but 6. Okay, so it is nothing but 6 by 4 plus 2 by 5 plus 8 by 5. Okay, yes. Okay, so now most of us will be thinking that let us take LCM and try solving it. But if you ask me, that is a wrong step guys. Okay, so the thing you should observe is here I, j and k all are integer type. Okay, and he separately mentioned 2.0 for this particular value. Okay, so do you think there is any particular reason guys? Yes, the reason is when you are dividing two integer values, you should remember this guys. So whenever you are dividing two integer values, you always accept the result which is integer only. So if you divide 6 by 4, what will be the result guys? It is a 1.5, but you are taking only integer, so it will be 1 plus here it is a 2.0. So float by int is equals to float guys. So float by anything you will do float, you will give the result in float only. So what is 2 divided by 5 guys? It is nothing but 0.4. Similarly the same reason for 8 divided by 5 also. So 8 divided by 5 is 1.6. But we will take only integer, so 1. Okay, so now what is the result, guys? It is nothing but 2.4. That is equals to j. But what is a j? J is also an integer. So again this will be j is equals to 2. So it will again remove that 0.4 value and it will convert it into 2. So now you got the value of j, right? Yes. Okay. So now the value of j is 2. Okay. So now the next statement is k equal to minus j. So if you recall, if it is a pre-decrement, it will do instantly, right? So what is the value of j? It is 2. So it will do it 1 and it will substitute in the value k. So what is the value of k now? 1. Got it? Yes. So now what we are having? We are having a for loop which started at I equal to 0 to I is less than 5. So it will run for 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Yes. So if you think that is correct, yes, you are absolutely correct, guys. Okay. Yes. So inside switch case, what we are doing? We are doing I plus k. Okay. So what is the value of k, guys? So the value of k is a positive 1, right? Yes. Okay. So just give me a second. Okay. So I found a silly mistake, guys. So here the equation is k minus equal to minus j, guys. So I did not see this minus. So basically the print is not that much clear, right? Okay. Yes. So that's what I was missing. So what will be the value of k, guys? So k is equals to k minus of minus j. So what is this value? So this value is nothing but, so what is this value, guys? So this value is nothing but 1, right? Yes. So what is the value of k? So the original value of k is 0. So 0 minus 1 is nothing but minus 1. So we should get minus 1 as the result. So the value of k is minus 1, guys. It is not 1. Got it? Yes. So let us continue. Okay. So now let us come into the switch case. So in 0, I equal to 0, what will be the switch value, guys? Here, what will be this value? So it is nothing but 0 plus minus 1. So this is minus 1. Similarly, 1 plus minus 1. It is 0. Okay. 2 plus minus 1. So it is 1. 3 plus minus 1. It is 2. 4 plus minus 1. It is 3. Okay. So if the case value or the switch value is minus 1, which will execute, guys? So is minus 1 equal to 1? No. Is minus 1 equal to 2? No. Is minus 1 equal to 3? No. Hence only default will be executed. So one print statement will be there by this. Similarly, now moving on to the next case. So for this, the switch case value is 0. Okay, so is 0 equal to 1? No. Is 0 equal to 2? No. Is 0 equal to 3? No. Is 0, so everything is false, so default will execute, right? Yes. Similarly, now coming to one case. Okay, so is 1 equal to 1? Yes. But do we have break here? No. Hence each and every statement will execute. So this print will execute, this print will execute, this print will execute. So in total 3 prints will execute. Similarly, coming to the next case, the case value is 2. So this value is satisfied. So this will execute. But is there any break statement? No. Hence this will execute, this will execute, this will execute. So the result is 3. Got it? Yes. So again in the last step, the case value is 3. So it will check whether 1 equal to 3? No. Is 2 equal to 3? No. Is 3 equal to 3? Yes. So this statement will execute, and as there is no break here also, it will execute this statement also. So basically here it will execute 2 times. Okay. Yes. So let us now do the total. So basically how many times in total print has been executed? So 3 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So in total 10 times it will execute, guys. So the print statement will be printing 10 different values of I plus j. Got it? So I hope everyone got a clear idea on this question. So basically in this question there are various things, guys. So you should know the precedence, how you to calculate these values. You should have a clear idea about the switch case, and you should concentrate on these kind of shorthand notations. Got it? Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea on this question. So in the next lecture, let us continue with the next question. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe for more awesome videos like this. Thank you.